TomoNews presents Football.
High school football players tackle ref on purpose in Texas. Two football players for the John Jay Mustangs in San Antonio tackled a referee during their game against Marble Falls on Friday night. Two John Jay players had been ejected by officials earlier in the game. Then the defensive players got an idea to exact revenge. With around 1 minute left in the game, number 12 tackled the referee, followed closely by number 81, who dove into the ref with his helmet. The Mustangs lost the game 15-9, and number 12 was ejected from the game, along with another player who didn't have anything to do with the incident. The team's coach apologized and the players were kicked off the team. They were also suspended from school, and an investigation is underway by the Northside Independent School District. These jocks might face some serious consequences for their violent actions, and netizens are calling for charges to be pressed against them. Like Twitter user Dion Lizzle, who wrote, "High school football player suspended for hitting referee. Why are these two criminals not in jail? Assault is a crime." YouTube user Fiddleson689 wanted to take the punishment even further, writing, "They should be criminally charged. The coach should be fired and the team suspended from being able to earn any championship status."
High school football phenom can throw and catch his own passes. Check out this phenomenal video that was posted on Vine a few days ago. That's Gary Haynes actually passing to himself. The Manville, Texas high school cornerback became an internet sensation overnight after posting himself throwing out 40 yards, then sprinting fast enough to catch the ball with seconds to spare. Unbelievable, right?
You know, he's a great kid, unbelievable talent, and you know, it's been a lot of fun. This thing's really blown up. When I first saw it, I didn't believe it. You know, I was in disbelief, and I was getting all these calls, and you know, it's blowing up, and so I had him come in and do it for me. You know, I said, look, you got to show me this is real before I call anybody back and even discuss this with anybody, because I need to know, you know, that this is true.
It's real, all right, Coach. Gary can cover at least 2 posts on your offense, no joke.
This is a backyard video, him and some of his buddies goofing around in the backyard, and you know, he's in sock feet, you know, in the video. You know, they're just having fun and being silly, and all of a sudden, you know, this thing, I think he was showing off in front of them, look what I can do, and you know, and now it's just taken off like it has. So no, I never dreamed that it could be, you know, this big of a deal.
Up till now, Gary only had an offer from the University of Houston to play college ball. However, I'm sure his mailman will be switching from the Jeep to the 18-wheeler to get those offer letters to his door. Hey, Giselle, go show Tom Brady the video of this kid and then have a big bowl of crow on us, eh?
West Point football recruits players with booze and women. The Army football team at West Point decided to switch up recruiting a bit this year by adding a busload of alcohol, pimping out female cadets, some girl-on-girl cheerleader action, a police escort, and some cash from boosters. On January 24th, West Point chartered a bus for 14 high school football recruits and threw in some football players, along with 2 rabble-rouser cheerleaders, for a trip to the Palisades Mall. En route, the bus stopped at a bowling alley known for underage drinking so that they could get the recruits drunk on beer towers paid with cash from boosters. On the way back to the nation's top military academy, the bus was a drunken mess of loud music, dancing, and iPhone strobe lights. The 2 cheerleaders then started making out, before moving on to a football player and a lucky recruit. Army football recruiters also decided to whore out some cheerleaders, women's basketball players, and volleyball players to act as dinner dates for the recruits. West Point said they have disciplined 20 cadets, but since it's for football, no one will be dismissed from the academy, nor will any of the officers get court-martialed.
Pacman Jones rips Amari Cooper's helmet off and slams his head into it. Cincinnati Bengals cornerback Adam Pacman Jones is known for playing dirty and having a troubled off-the-field track record. The 10-year professional football veteran has quite a temper on and off the field. During Sunday's game in Oakland between the Bengals and Raiders, Pacman tackled rookie Amari Cooper to the ground, tore off his helmet, and smashed his head into it, while 3 referees threw flags on the play. Despite the unsportsmanlike behavior, Pacman was not thrown out of the game, and the personal foul penalty was offset by Raiders penalties, which means there were virtually no consequences for the repeat offender. Pacman has a colorful arrest record, including allegations of disorderly conduct, assaulting a woman outside of a bar, resisting arrest, and a slew of other charges. He was suspended from the NFL for a full season and then some, during which time he moonlighted as a professional wrestler. The Bengals ended up winning the game 33-13.
Nigel Nas Amazing backflip catch video has gone viral. UNC recruit Nigel Knott from Madison, Mississippi is the latest internet sensation thanks to this Vine video of him catching a football while pulling off a wall-assisted backflip on May 31. This video has easily racked up to more than 1 million loops on Vine, impressing thousands of viewers. Some people expressed their concern on Knott's stunt and said that the 17-year-old should not be doing crazy stunts in fear that he would injure himself before the September games. Knott quickly assured the concerned netizens and said that his backflips were safe and posed no risk. Before Knott, Marco Wilson was a previous internet sensation because of his ability to easily perform one-handed catches. A video of him recorded on May 22 doing a backflip while catching a football has gone viral with more than 6 million loops on Vine. Marco has been scouted by the University of Florida and was offered a scholarship by South Florida University. Nigel Knott and Marco Wilson are potential rising stars in the college football world.
In today's The Locker Room, we all know that people in Alabama take their football seriously. A little bit too seriously in this case. Last Friday, the game was over between the Walker Vikings and the Coleman Bearcats after Coleman stunned Walker with a 13-10 victory. As both teams headed off the field, it appears that Vikings head coach John Holliday and Bearcats defensive coordinator Matt Hopper started talking trash. Holliday then acted like a gentleman and sucker punched Matt Hopper, taking him to the ground. At least one Bearcat player came to Hopper's rescue by laying a devastating tackle on a Viking player that wasn't even involved. Authorities and coaching staff eventually had to help restrain Hopper. Wouldn't you be mad if someone made your face look like this?
California high school football player smears icy hot on opponent's face. La Cañada High School has released a video from a football match against the Bishop Mora Salesian Mustangs that allegedly shows a Salesian player smearing icy hot on the face of La Cañada player Angel Salazar. The Mustangs were leading the Spartans 14-zip late in the third quarter when one player decided to rub it in, literally. The play was dead. It appears as though the culprit was number 16, Ramey Johnson, who reached under Salazar's helmet to deliver the unwelcome dose of muscle ointment. Salazar ran to the ref as he pointed to the cream on his face. He then ran to his sideline in need of relief. The game was put on hold while the refs investigated. The Valley Sun reports that Johnson's pants had a white substance on them and that he was seen taking off his gloves and washing his hands. The refs weren't able to prove that any wrongdoing took place, so the game resumed after a few minutes. The refs said they planned to report the incident to the California Interscholastic Federation. Johnson appears to be a 4-star recruit who is already committed to UCLA. Will this video put his football future on ice? Or will he just end up at Baylor? Leave your thoughts in the comments.
In today's locker room, a 90-yard streak takes both the Browns and the Lions by surprise. A volunteer member of the Cleveland Browns Brain Trust jumped on the field at the 10-yard line, lost his shirt at the 30, and dropped trow at the 50, befuddling announcers and fans alike. Halfway through his mad dash, Flash Gordon sustained a pair of healthy tackles from a fast-thinking Detroit Lion. But like the noble gazelle, the streaker was back on his feet and running. Just as he was about to escape, security closed in and utterly crushed him. Want to be immortalized in animation? Birthday suit athletics aren't a bad way to get there. Stay classy, locker room fans.
Assistant coach told players to attack ref. An assistant coach at John Jay High School has been implicated in 2 players' violent mid-game takedown of a referee. According to the 2 black players who attacked referee Robert Watts allegedly hurled racial slurs at them during the Friday game. After Watts ejected 2 other John Jay players, assistant coach Mac Breed allegedly told the 2 black players to exact revenge on Watts. Watts denies the racism accusations and says he's being slandered and will press charges against the 2 players who attacked him. Assistant coach Breed, one of the 11 football coaches at the school, was immediately placed on a leave of absence since the incident is being treated as an assault. The 2 unnamed students have been kicked off the team and suspended from school. Both could face criminal charges for their actions. The NFL Referees Association Executive Director, Jim Quirk, condemned the 2 students, saying he's never seen anything like this in all his years.
Some folks just don't know how to take bad news, especially overly emotional teens at times. A good example is this 17-year-old boy who was trying out for the Riverdale High School Warriors in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. His performance was a little underwhelming, so to no one's surprise but his own apparently, he didn't make the cut. So he decided to attack 10-year veteran coach Ron Idolot in his office this past Tuesday because he felt, quote, disrespected. The boy is due back in court on Wednesday where he'll learn whether or not he'll be tried as a juvenile offender or an adult. Coach Idolot will need facial reconstruction surgery.
Former NFL receiver injures 3 cops during violent arrest. James Hardy, a former Hoosiers football star and NFL wide receiver, was arrested this past weekend after getting into an altercation with police that apparently didn't end well for 3 LAPD officers. While details of the incident remain scarce, in order to demonstrate the damage the 6'7", 220-pound former player no doubt inflicted, we're gonna use babies to represent the police officers. Here's what happened. Los Angeles police reportedly got a call about a disturbance at an upscale apartment complex on Sunday afternoon. When they arrived at the scene, they came into contact with the mountain of a man that is James Hardy. Resisting arrest, the 28-year-old former Buffalo Bill turned aggressive and attacked them. Left with no other choice, the officers employed tasers in a feeble and ultimately unsuccessful attempt to bring him to his knees. It eventually took several officers ganging up on him to take down the half-giant. Allegedly under the influence, Hardy was sedated and taken to hospital for drug treatment. 3 of the officers were treated for minor injuries and have since been released.
NFL report confirms Patriots knew about deflated footballs. A 243-page report released by the NFL on Wednesday has revealed it is more than probable than not that the New England Patriots personnel deliberately deflated footballs below league standards. A regulation NFL football has to be inflated between 12.5 to 13.5 pounds per inch. 11 footballs tested during the AFC Championship game in January were found to be significantly underinflated. A New England Patriots locker room attendant and equipment assistant are believed to have released air from 11 to 12 game balls, with Patriots quarterback Tom Brady aware of the deflation. Deflated balls are easy to throw, catch, and grip than standard regulation footballs. The report separately determined that Patriots had not deliberately tried to introduce any improper football for kicking and cleared kicker Steven Gostkowski for any wrongdoing. A member of the Indianapolis Colts, whom the Patriots defeated 45-7, gave officials a ball that was underinflated during halftime. The report said only 3 Patriot members knew about the under-deflated balls. The league previously fined the Patriots and forced them to forfeit a first-round draft pick after a staff member was caught videotaping signals by New York Jets coaches during a 2007 game. The NFL has yet to take any disciplinary action in light of the report.
This dude might have an NFL career ahead of him, right after he gets out of jail. Remember the days when you could pull a stupid prank and be fairly certain you could get away with it? Well, thanks to technology, those days are over. Especially for Cameron Heddy here, a dude from Texas on spring break in Gulf Shores, Alabama. Cameron may have had a few, or maybe he was trying to impress some chick with his admittedly well-defined biceps. In any case, Cam decided to see if he could hit a police SUV with a football. And guess what? He can. Nice arm, Cam. Maybe the NFL could use you. That is, after you do your community service or jail time or whatever, because you were filmed, dude. And in the legal community, they call that evidence. It didn't take long for cops to respond to Cameron's video with a cheeky little video of their own. Hey Cameron, we found you. Great arm, bad decision. An arrest warrant has been issued for you. Reads the message posted to the Gulf Shores Police Department Facebook page, which then shows a real warrant charging Cameron with harassment. No word on if he's turned himself in or what punishment he might face, but what you think? Inclined to give Cameron Heddy a little spring break here? Or does this muscle man need some time in a cell to reflect on why he was such a tosser? And seriously, nice throw, dude. Too bad you had to put it online. Oh well, maybe a few days in jail is worth those 15 minutes of fame. Good luck, Cam.
Buffalo Bills under attack by laser-wielding NFL fans. The Buffalo Bills beat the Detroit Lions 17-14 on Sunday, but one Lions fan tried to turn the tables using technology. What, huh, you ask? That's right, lasers. Bills quarterback Kyle Orton missed a pass after being shot in the face with a green laser. Later, the Bills were down 11 points when Colton Schmidt was blasted while holding for a 50-yard field goal attempt, causing Dan Carpenter's kick to go way, way off. Security never found the mystery laser lion, who turned out to be this guy, Marco Bezlach, who bragged about his lasering before and during the game on Twitter. Now the NFL is saying Bezlach could get a lifetime ban from attending games. And he'll need more than a laser if any Bills fans get a hold of him. Ouch.
Marco Wilson is taking the high school football game head over heels. The Plantation, Florida 16-year-old's amazing ability to make one-handed catches went viral because of this video of him doing a backflip as he was catching a football. It seems everyone is taking notice. The University of Florida has scouted him, and South Florida University has already even offered him a scholarship. With skills this good on the field and training this intense in between games in the off-season, there's little doubt Wilson will be a name to look out for in the 2017 college football season.
What's up? The student sport?